Welcome to News Insight on Landslide News. Okonkwo, looking dope, bro.
Thank you.
I wonder why you're not smiling.
I never realize angry.
He's angry.
Maybe we should tell him not to contest again.
I have told Okonkwo to tell on his uncle, Dr. Gololo, to help me with a car. Up to today. I have not continued. Why should I be angry?
They say that they shape your head.
I need to take him to Dr. Gololo.
How much do our next president? It will be wonderful.
Which country?
Dr. Gololo.
Kano as a country or
former military background and a doctor.
Well, let's get to business of the day. A lot of news flying around.
Yeah.
Okonkwo, former actor, Nigerian movies, former member of the APC, joined the Labour Party. Now he's out of Labour Party based on principles, he said, and he has said he's not going back to the Labour Party. But he has a call, and the call is that all presidential aspirants that contested earlier, especially Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and President Tinubu, should all pack their load to their states and be watching from their terrace of what's happening in the political space. Okonkwo, how do you see his comments?
Well, he's the one we are talking about. You know, the last time we talked about Obi's retirement, we mentioned a lot of Nigerians are saying that. But you see, it's funny that we have a country where people will be calling you to not contest, not because you are a criminal, not because you are not qualified, not because
you're not fit.
Not because you're not fit, not because there is anything you fundamentally did wrong, but because they think, as a matter of fact, most people didn't work with Peter Obi before 2023 because they think Obi cannot win. Not that much number of people will not vote for him, but Obi cannot be declared. Sure, they got to a point where they said Obi cannot be declared. And in some quarters, it appears they are right. Okay, but that's Okonkwo making that call could also be beyond that. He talked about Obi treating the mandate with levity. You know, one thing that is very important in our polity today is that casting the vote and counting the vote are two big departments of the same exercise. If care is not taken, counting the vote could become more important sometimes. Voting. Counting the vote about standing for your mandate, having the structures to protect your vote, and ensure that what was casted is what was declared or what will be declared is very important. And, you know, when you invest so much into an exercise, there is feeling you have, not standing for Keneth Okonkwo because he might be speaking from different views, okay, but he has invested so much. He felt this, that Obi didn't fight sufficiently in consonance with the effort that was invested, okay. A lot of people also felt this with Atiku. Apart from Fulani Man handing over to Fulani Man, but Buhari handing over to Atiku after 8 years, okay, there were a lot of people who felt that the mandate that was given to Obi and Atiku at a joint ticket of 2019,
yes.
2019, yes. That Atiku never fought for that mandate. Rather, he went to Dubai to sit down. People say, is it because of his brother, or he thought Buhari would just hand over to him immediately? He never fought for that. A lot of people that had many things against Atiku came from that, because they felt that Obi and Atiku won that.
But that was not the first time he leaves the mandate and goes to
Dubai. But he never fought. Let me tell you, I'm privy to somebody who said that in the morning they'll be looking for how to gather witness, how to pay transportation for the witness that are going to the court. Atiku was somewhere in Dubai. So when he got to 2023, they said, no, go back to Dubai. We are not going to work with you. The one of 2019, you never work. So Kenneth Okonkwo is speaking from that angle. Okay. But that is not sufficient to tell a man who is qualified to run not to run.
Okay, I will come back to you based on the fact that how to fight for your mandate. Okay. Because you can't fight on your own laws.
Yes.
You can only fight based on the laws of the land.
That's right.
Okay, so I'll come back to you on that.
That's fine.
Kenneth Okonkwo, do you think he has the power, not power, the kind of voice to tell them, because he has not always been on the political scene. He is a Nigerian film actor, but now he's been on the political scene. We've also not known anything he has done. And he has also not seek for a political office. Do you understand? So he doesn't know how it goes. But he's telling these 3 men to resign. Obi, we've not tested his powers on this front. I mean, this is the first time. Do you think he's saying the right thing?
Well, if you ask me, thinking if he's saying the right thing, I will actually say no, I don't think so. I expected if we have a team, and then there's a captain, and then the team coach feels the captain is no longer qualified. There's a reason why a man is chosen to lead. If you are telling us that Tinubu, Atiku, Obi should not contest again, some of us really like that. Some of us who feel that these are the people that will deliver the dividends of democracy to the country wouldn't like that. What I expected Kenneth Okonkwo to have done is to tell us that for this reason and this reason and this reason, this man should not contest. He could also make recommendations, like I mentioned in one of our programs. One time, Minister for Agriculture, I think yes, a Nigerian representative at the world level, additional, said he is ready to serve the country in any capacity. He should have been able to make recommendations, calling names, not people that are even interested. Calling names that if so people can present themselves. Do you understand? It would have made more sense than just waking up and saying this people should not contest, as if the country is his own, and as if he has something special about them. Yes, if you have something that, a reason why you think they shouldn't contest again, probably because of age, political interest, because of religious bias, whatever reason, you should tell Nigerians, after all, the contention and the election is involving the general population. So for him not to have given any reason for saying they should not contest is as good as a man waking up from his bedroom telling his neighbors that nobody should drive out of the estate.
Okay.
Particularly,
all right. So he didn't give reason why they should not contest.
Yes.
He didn't also give an option of those that can contest. All right.
Or does he want the president to be black, or you want to contest?
Okay. Okay. Let me come back to you on the premise of the fact that Obi didn't fight for his mandate well. From what we know, Obi went to as far as the Supreme Court with evidence.
Yes.
He is not the legislator.
Yes.
He is not INEC.
Yes.
He provided evidence.
Yeah.
But so, to the best of our knowledge,
let's put it this way. But let me throw a few things away. Keneth Okonkwo has been in politics for a very long time. As a matter of fact, he was quoted to be the one that did the APC secretariat in his constituency during the Buhari era. He didn't just stand. He was an APC member before coming to LP. And also that he came from Nollywood. Nobody is born a politician. We actually love those who have occupation before becoming politicians. So I give him credit for that. Okay. We love people who have yesterday. Okay, that's that. Okay, now, his call for Tinubu not to contest, people could say his academic exercise just to complete his statement that the target is Obi and Atiku. You know, now obviously Tinubu, as well as God giveth his life, he will contest. So there's no point flogging academic things. Now, coming to Obi's preparation, you are one of those who believe in proactiveness.
Yes.
If a police really want to police a building, they should have pre-knowledge of how the place function. They should have a structure,
entry and exit,
camera system, emergency is what is it that is inside that building? That is what we're talking about, structure. The monitoring of vote is part of counting the vote. Do you understand? You know, who are your agents, paying agents? What are the command and control you have on the polling unit agents? This is part of counting the vote. The agent, do you have agent of agent? Let me tell you, if you have agent in a particular polling unit, there must be a member of that party who will also watch out whether that agent will sell out. And the agent will not know that that person who is a member of that party is watching that agent. So if you have agent and agent of agent, and you have political structure of command and control of these people before the election date, then you are preparing to fight and count for your votes. Okay, going to the Supreme Court was just normal. That's okay, but it's evidence that you are going to take to the Supreme Court. If you don't have this command and control structure of what happens at the polling unit, what will you take to the Supreme Court? Is it a motion that I won? Oh, everybody know that I won. Oh, look at everybody's talking about me. Everybody say I'm the one they like. That's not what Supreme Court will look at. At the end of the day, Labour Party, in quote, or Obi, wasn't prepared with that structure. As a matter of fact, they were saying, oh, the structure you have is what we are fighting. These two structures are different. The structures to take over of command and control to vote and cast and count your vote is different for the structure of the criminality that we are trying to dismantle.
Yes. Okay, so though I have some things to point out, you know, there are also internal wrangling within the Labour Party
After election,
before the election.
how
There were a lot of internal wranglings. Internal wranglings concerning agents and all. We will not be able to.
that's exactly what we're saying.
Exactly.
Now.
We will not be able to go into that today because Obi was not naturally a member of Labour Party.
Command and control we are talking about. Yes.
Now, in conclusion, what do you think that we can do to have a better representation, in spite of what he's saying that they should step down? And you already told us before, he didn't suggest anybody that could come up. Do you understand? And he didn't tell us why they should step down. I mean, you can't just, it's franchise, you can't disenfranchise them.
My take here is this. I would have, like I just mentioned before now, would have toiled the same path with him if he had brought subjection of, qualification, age and whatever. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not here to campaign for any Nigerian. As for Atiku Abubakar, you have tested power to the second command of the country. We have entrusted into his hands the resources of this country, him and Obasanjo. And up to today, what we are suffering in Nepal is as a result of their failure, which he publicly came out to apologize to Nigerians. And like we've all known, if he's not in Nigeria or if he's not alive, Nigeria will still move on. So he can step aside. For Tinubu, he has tried. He can also give way. APC should give us a younger, vibrant, more purposeful candidate. For Peter Obi, his track record so far in his private businesses, in his record as governor of Anambra State, to me, an age and education, he still have that chance if any other party will give him ticket. For Adel Shino, that had offered himself, we have credible Nigerians
that can come in. Do you have a takeaway?
No. As we progress to 2027, Peter Obi has always said one thing. He's desperate to see Nigeria that works, but he's not desperate to be president. There are thousands of people, thousands of Nigerians that can be president of Nigeria. As a matter, like he mentioned, before 2023, my preferred candidate was Adesina, the current FDP chairman.
But he had the guts to come.
But he didn't know. He just finished his first tenure.
No, that was not the reason. I can tell you
technically, he didn't want to come. But we just waited it that way.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what. But you can't force anybody to contest.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's only those that come out that you will choose from. So any Nigerian can. Obi can.
Tinubu can. Atiku can. We don't have the right to disenfranchise anybody.
Exactly.
But Nigerians are the ones that have the mandate to say this is who we want.
That's right.
And that's the Nigerian that works for everybody. We'll be right back.
Thank you.